Hi guys, it's Christy here with Grace.Filled Gardens, and in this video I just wanted to come on and share a book that I have thoroughly enjoyed. There is a lady named Lisa Mason Ziegler, and I have enjoyed her book, and I have taken 2 of her courses now, and I have been pleased with her courses. And I have an order coming from her, so when that order comes I will do a haul. But I grabbed 2 of her courses when they were on sale half price, and maybe I'll come back and do a video of that. But today I just want to talk about the book Cool Flowers, and it's how to grow and enjoy long blooming hardy annual flowers using cool weather techniques. And it says, in Cool Flowers, cut flower farmer Lisa Ziegler presents simple, tried and true techniques for today's gardener and profiles 30 of her favorite hardy annual flowers. And your reward, a cut garden that keeps on blooming when the tender annuals are dead and gone. This is a good book. It's a really small, compact. You can see it's literally it's like this. It's really small. I throw this in my bag all the time. My bag's not here, but I throw this in my bag all the time. It's just such a cute, fun read. So in the back of my book, I just have down I just have all my notes from here, from other things. I don't have an issue with highlighting in the book or underlining the book. I was looking to see if I had a space that I did. So she talks in here how flowers changed her life, the life of a hardy annual, when to plant, achieving healthy soil, flower by flower, getting started, how to include hardy annuals in your garden, finishing touches for easy keeping, now the rewards, getting the most and letting go. So again, it's a hardback, so I love that. Price point, it was a good price, was $20. I was actually blessed, and someone gifted this to me, so I'm so happy. I'm so thankful to have amazing people in my life. I am doing everything that I'm doing, trying to do it with cash only so that I'm not going into debt. This is her dog, but what I love is that on almost every page there is something beautiful. I love that. I love that. What I also love is that Lisa is in Virginia, and I'm in Virginia too. You see that right there, Virginia grown? Yes. So I love that each page has beautiful, beautiful pictures. I won't show you every single page. And then there are little sections that, you know, have a square and it has something different, like marking the calendar. So they're like little bonus tidbits. I think one of my favorite parts of the book, and I think this alone made this book worth its weight in gold, is right here. It says Guide to the Flowers, Guide to the Flower by Flower pages. I love this. I love it, love it, love it. Because look, let's do this one for bachelor buttons, because a friend sent me some bachelor buttons. It like has the picture. I think that these are like the pictures like of them first growing, because she gives you that for every single one, and then I think she gives it to you once it's in bloom. And I really love that, because for someone like me, who was newer to flower farming and to cut flowers like these, or some of these flowers, I have never seen this one before. So I didn't know what it was going to look like, you know. And sometimes when, depending on what type of company you're ordering from, some companies actually don't show you pictures. You have to use their Latin names. And I mean, it can get tricky. So being able to see these names and the pictures again in the smaller stage of development, and then to see it when you're, you know, gonna harvest it and once it's open, was phenomenal. And I'm telling you guys, if you know a book that gives you something like this with every single flower, I will absolutely love to take a look, because that's really probably one of my favorite parts of the book, to be honest. Just seeing all of the flowers. And so on each page, she talks about, like, she gives you like a little blurb of, like, this one is straw flowers. It says they're one of our favorites on our farm. It's colorful, it's vibrant, beautiful. The blooms last a really long time. They're easy to preserve as a dry flower for winter bouquets, but its real calling is to be on display in fresh bouquets and in the garden. Butterflies, native bees, and other pollinators are attracted to the florets in the center of the bloom. Then she gives you the facts to grow on. So she talks about the sun, start from seeds, the zone, the height, the spacing, reseeding, container usage. Then she gives you tips for easy success, winter strategies, keep the blooms coming in. Now this one, she said a special seed starting tip. So I love that she does that for all of those flowers, or I think at least the 30 that she talks about in this book. And again, she does go over what a hardy annual is, and she helps you a little bit getting started. She kind of gives you some ideas as far as to follow nature's calendar. She goes in a little bit until getting the soil started in the beds, getting that prepared. But again, nothing in the book to me was as good as the flower by flower. Like that was like the highlight of my book. She does get into like going, like, you know, am I gonna plant indoor, am I gonna plant outdoor? You know, she talks about the soil blocks, and that's what she typically uses, the soil blocks. And here's the soil block here. I plan on getting the kit. I'm on the email list because they have been sold out for a really long time. But I like the idea that with this little tiny block right here, do you guys see that? That is 20 plants can grow in that tiny, tiny, tiny little space. I love that. I really love that. And look, those are just ready to, you know, to go. So I like that it is space saving. You guys know or maybe you don't know if you haven't followed my previous channel, but or my main channel, but I am very environmentally friendly, very environmentally conscious, and I do try hard to reduce and be mindful of my ecological footprint. And so I like this idea. I like this a lot. But she also goes on to include how to include hardy annuals in your garden. She does talk about the cutting garden and keeping everything weed free. So I give this book an A. Like, I give it an A. I'm a very avid reader. I love books. A lot of books I read I don't come back to. I've looked at this book multiple times, and I literally inside of my bag, I just have a spot where I just keep this book. And I mean, I look through it. I've looked through it multiple times, and I've read the book probably 2 times. But I'm always looking at the pictures. So for me, this is a strong A. And I mean, I just think that it's amazing. I don't think I have any cons with this book at all. I think it's beautiful. I think it's worth the money. And if you watch on her website, The Gardener's Workshop, they do have sales on there. So I am not sponsored in any way. But if you're looking for a good book, I think this book will be good. And if you're just getting into cut flowers, if you're just getting into cut flower gardening, if you're just getting into cut flower farming, I would definitely put this on my top 2 list. So that's going to be it for my review of Cool Flowers with Lisa Mason Ziegler. Hopefully I did the book good justice, you know, with the review, showing you, telling you my favorites. I'm telling you how I use it and what works for me. And again, when I'm looking at a book, I don't want to just see black and white text. I'm just telling you, I do want to see some beautiful pictures. And so I do love that aspect, but I don't want to just see pictures either and all fluff. And what am I learning? So I felt like this was a good mix of visual the visual that I need and like in my life, as well as information. So this is it. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if you have tried, if you've read this book, and do you agree with my review that it gets an A? And if you have not read this book already, I want to know, based off my review, would you give this book a go if you're considering getting into flower farming or just growing cut flowers for yourself or others? Okay, guys, I'll see you back in my next video. Until next time, blessings, and you can do a lot with a little.